A woman visited some public toilets. She looked down at her feet and noticed a discarded Dika-chan doll lying on the ground. Why was a Dika-chan doll lying on the ground in some public toilets? Who threw it away? Feeling bad for the doll, the woman casually picked it up, but then she jumped in surprise. For some reason, the doll had 3 legs. A third leg was growing out of the doll's side, and it was a creepy, earthy colour. The woman dropped the doll back to the ground before she could stop herself. Then she heard a familiar voice, the same voice from the Dika-chan phone call, speaking to her.
"I'm Dika-chan, but I'm cursed, cursed, cursed."
Terrified, the woman ran out of the toilets, but no matter how far she ran, she could still hear the doll's voice right by her ear. In the end, it drove the woman mad, and she stabbed her own eardrums in an attempt to get the voice to stop. Dika-chan, or Dika-chan, is a popular children's toy in Japan, and it seems to come with an astonishing number of urban legends. One of those is the story of the 3-legged Dika-chan doll. How did such a strange story come about? As it turns out, a real-life event may have inspired this one. Stories claim that a Dika-chan factory in Ibaraki Prefecture had a malfunction one day, and numerous dolls were put together with 3 legs instead of 2. The factory halted production once they realized what was happening and disposed of most of the dolls, but it seemed a few managed to escape before anyone realized what was going on, and made their way to retail, where terrified children then opened their boxes to discover their precious Dika-chan doll had 3 legs rather than 2. At least, this is one of the explanations given, but no official evidence exists, nor are there news stories on the event, so whether this actually happened or not is still up in the air. This story itself may be an urban legend as well. Either way, stories of the cursed 3-legged Dika-chan doll have been around since at least the 1990s, with other Dika-chan legends going all the way back to the 70s. And, as usual, she comes with a variety of variants. One version sees a girl finding the 3-legged Dika-chan doll in her school toilets.
"I'm Dika-chan, I'm cursed,"
she says, but no harm comes to the girl. In a similar story, another girl finds the doll in her school toilets, but this time the doll asks,
"Do you want to play house, or do you want to play hide and seek?"
If you answer house, then she'll whip out a kitchen knife and stab you to death. If you answer hide and seek, she'll transport you to another world where you'll never be seen again. This version is no doubt inspired by the various urban legends revolving around choices in Japanese toilets, such as Akamanto. In yet another version, the 3-legged Dika-chan doll is once again found in some school toilets, but this time her third leg is clearly human.
"I'm Dika-chan, I'm looking for the owner of this leg,"
she says, but she doesn't cause any harm to the girl who finds her. And, in a rare non-toilet version, one story sees the 3-legged Dika-chan doll materialize beside your pillow, gripping a knife. If you don't notice her, then all is well. But if you're unlucky enough to wake up and see her there, she'll cut your leg off with her knife and abscond with it. This legend also has similarities with other popular legends, such as Kashima-san, who also appears to take your legs during the night. Stories of cursed dolls are common all over the world, and Japan is no exception. Dika-chan, being one of the most popular dolls in Japan since the 1970s, is the target of many of these stories, and these are often influenced by other existing legends as well. It might be that, as adults, people, especially girls, outgrow the doll and that nostalgia takes a sinister turn. The 3-legged doll in particular has been theorized to represent the male appendage, and the corruption of a beloved childhood doll with a third leg perhaps signifies young girls' fears and anxieties when it comes to the opposite sex. Whether this is true or not, there's no denying that Nika-chan is the subject of an unusually large number of urban legends, and at present, the three-legged version is perhaps the most feared of all. But what do you guys think about this one? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you again next time.